more time, brother. Get me Deuteronomy 30 verse 7 one more time. You gotta keep hitting that, man. We're gonna start bringing the scripture out more.
The other nations as well, not just Esau.
No, but we mainly focus on Esau, brother, because Esau's in power. You know what I mean? So here it is, you can even go to America, they're on drugs, on the opioids. You go up north, even in England. Them Edomites is on some heavy drug, man. I forgot what it is.
Glasgow as well.
Yeah, Glasgow.
It's at Deuteronomy 30 and 7, it says, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
That's what's happening,
And so, on them that hate thee.
Yeah, so what's happening right now is the Lord is smiting them with madness. Everywhere you go now, you see an Edomite talking to themselves. Or they just coming up smoking a cigarette in front of your face because they all stressed out. Things didn't work out for them, their wife left them, all right? Or they don't want to deal with them no more, so they resort to being homeless on the street. They don't want to work, they don't want to be productive no more. They've lost the zest, they've lost the faith of their own government. So now the curses is on them now. Go on, brother. The curse of Esau, baby boy.
It's at Jeremiah 49 and 10, and it says, but I have made Esau bare.
But I have made Esau exposed. Go on.
I have uncovered his secret places, and they shall not be able to hide himself.
Right, and it's like these two Edomite sluts that came before us, man. That should have never happened. That should have never ever happened. Like that, because they did it so forcefully. It's like they didn't give a shit. They just came up, just walking, and the Edomite dudes looking like, what the hell these girls being around these guys for? So there's a transformation, there's a change that's happening.
They was flirting.
And they were flirting,
You guys look sharp. That was the language she used, flirt language. You guys look sharp. You know?
Oh, you guys are doing so very good.
And you read that so well, the Bible. You see, the work is more of what the men are doing.
The one that was there, right?
Yeah, she came up to you and she stood near you and you read. She said,
She was all over this.
you read that so well.
Yeah, she read that so well.
She said to you.
So that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a people that's now in the state of desperation now.
Transformation, isn't it?
Right.
Changing of the guard.
There's a changing of positions now. There was a time when they weren't all bugged out like this, openly flirting with guys that they don't even know. That's showing you they going down, man. Esau is going downhill. Esau is at his downing point now. That's what we're witnessing. You understand? These guys, man, they out. They're not going to work anymore. The next stationary or the next station is going to be slavery. That's the next thing. So once we see that now what he's got something to look forward to is the economic collapse. The economic collapse is going to come next, and then the rioting is going to come next. Okay, and then the plagues and the different diseases that Esau is going to spread before all is going to come.
And they're already saying that if it happens again, it's going to be a big one.
And then guess what? The bombs, the atomic missiles are going to drop ground zero and blow his motherfucking ass back to the spiritual realm. And then he's going to come back and he's going to be my slave, my good old boy slave. Because we're going to have slaves real soon, man. We're not going to be slaves forever. We're going to have motherfuckers like him in our field. You understand? Let's give me that in our Revelations 13, man.
What's your website?
Where the Israelites.
No, I know you're the Israelite.
Website.
Yeah, I got one more.
Because there's IUIC, there's different.
Yeah, what's your mess? Great Millstone.
Can you read it? You read it. Revelations 13 and 9. No, I'll give you the website. Wait, hold it.
Matter of fact, better yet, Isaiah 14, verse 2. Give me Isaiah 14 and 2. Because there's a changing of spaces now. You got guys like this that are homeless, man. Bugged out and homeless. One after the other. And this is their own kingdom, this is their own society. Great Britain is their own goddamn society. And you got these devils homeless in their own system. It don't make no damn sense. Go on, brother.
It's Isaiah 14 and 2, and it says,
That's the one. Exactly.
Your verse 2. Verse 2. It's verse 1. Okay, read verse 1.
it's Isaiah 14 and 1, and it says, For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and send them in their own land.
Right, go on.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. That's talking about the Israelites, man. Go on.
And it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh.
Right, so the possessors that possessed us, they're gonna be possessed, and we're gonna put them in. We're gonna put them where they fit in, man. Go on.
Possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids, man. So these Edomites, these so-called white guys out here that think they're better than us, they're gonna be below and down and out, and they're gonna be servants, man. And it's like I said, what this guy got something to look forward to. It's the economic collapse, then the riots, then the diseases, and then the big missiles is going to drop ground zero and blow everything out of proportion. Send his ass back to the spiritual realm. Go on.
And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over their oppressors. And we're seeing the downfall, the degradable state of our oppressors now. Go on.
You know, when you go to, if you look up that's precept, Isaiah 1 and 2, if you go to Bible Hub and you look up all the different versions of the Bible, some versions actually say slaves there, man. They shall take them slaves whose slaves they were. See, when you read the Bible version, the other Bible versions, you can put Esau right there, man. Straight away, you will know that's talking about Esau. Straight away, that will take you, that's talking about us, the so-called Negro, the ones that went into slavery, man. You know, straight away, it's easy to put, because actually put those words, slaves, those whose slaves they were, they're going to enslave them too, man. All right? And I bet you those scriptures don't get read in churches, man.
Yeah, they don't.
No way. If you're in church, go pastor, what does Isaiah put in whatever it is? If you read it, you close the book, man.
Because he got to get paid, brother. He's living in the mansion, remember? He got to get paid. But see, we ain't got to worry about that because we get paid in different ways. We just bringing you home the truth, man. And the truth of the matter is we seeing the downfall of the so-called white man. That's what we're seeing right now. Look at this guy. This guy is old enough to be our
All the tribes of Israel.
This guy's old enough to be our dad.
And all of us. Listen to the word that is spoken in the Bible. You understand?
He said Irish.
The Irish tribes, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, brother.
Let me tell you something. Skin of copper bronze, hair of lamb's wool.
That's right, brother.
People of the world, one of them know who the fuck we are.
That's right, brother.
That's a Celtic cross, but do you believe in what your soul says to you? Do you? Huh? No, brother. We're brothers in the blood we shed, and the work we do,
That's it.
and where we come from.
That's it.
Yeah?
With Israel.
You know? It's exactly that. There's only one true word. Everything is a perversion by the Muslims and the Christians and everybody else. Our word is true.
That's right.
Our word is true.
That's right.
It doesn't matter the colour of your skin, it doesn't matter where your creed and your fucking volume burns from.
Right.
You know? And the only penance is this. Is that we really only find our brotherhood in jail and places like that. And destitution. And destitution is only where we find out where we're from. You know?
Yeah, but you know though, brother, what's happening is, man, there's a rearrangement now that's happening. There's a transformation, there's a revivalation that's happening. Amongst the children of Israel, we coming up now. Let's get that in our Romans 10.
Yeah, but we're coming up with repressed tribes though. It's the forgotten tribes. You know?
Well, we're found now. We're found.
As they say.
Lord
As they
hasn't
say.
forgotten us.
Well, maybe we've forgotten ourselves, and this is why the roads we walked, which is so terrible.
Yep.
And once we come back to the world,
Exactly.
you know, and go back to our path,
Yep.
regardless of who we are.
Can I go
Exactly.
See, he's prophesying right now, man.
Yeah, he's in the spirit. He's in the spirit.
Listen. Let me tell you something, yeah? I was Irish Catholic, young age, yeah? I don't follow no church, I'm not. I believe what I believe and what I read, yeah? And I believe what I fucking preach to my soul.
That's all right.
I believe what I believe and what I've learned, yeah? And what I've learned along the way.
That's all right. That's all right.
And there is nothing but, how do you put it into words? I'm not very good at words, you know, but I know what I believe, yeah?
That's it.
Alright? And I think our guy spoke to in Waterloo, I think it was one of your
we met in Waterloo.
I think we did too.
Yeah, we did.
We did too. And I think I read it from there, you know that? You read it from there. You told me I was on the trials when I want to check it out. The lonely man will
But you know you'll be found. But you know what the truth is? The truth is right here, brother. This is what you're gonna find.
But you see, I struggle with certain things though.
That's all right.
I struggle with certain things like, you know, early, you know, early parts of the Bible and things like that.
Well, you just gotta keep going at it. If the spirit is on you, you're gonna keep going at it.
Yeah.
Let's
Watch
read
us
this.
online. Watch us online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Let me have a look at this.
You put that in there. If you put that on YouTube, yeah, exactly as Pat said, and subscribe, you watch us every week, man.
But this is the thing, though, you know.
It's Isaiah 60:1, and it says,
That's the word.
"Arise, shine, for the light is come,
That's it.
and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee."
Yeah, so the light is the understanding and the teachings that we bring about out of the scriptures. Come on.
That's right. Because he says that earlier on, say we're lost or we're hidden. We're no longer lost because it's now here. The answer is here.
But what hit us is what I'm
He said-
Let's read on.
It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people."
Yeah.
But it says, "But the Lord shall arise upon thee,
But the Lord shall arise upon thee. Go on.
and his glory shall be seen upon thee."
Right, so the glory is found, like the brother was saying. Now the glory is the word. So once we understand the word in totality, now we have the glory.
But how do we understand, yeah, which is perverted scripture and which isn't?
Well, you know what? Let's get that in
Because you got what Bible do
Romans
you
11.
guys read from?
You read the King James version.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The King James.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're in the King James version. So things like the Book of Eli. What are they versions of the true word?
Well, mainly those different books, like you have the Book of Enoch and all of that. That's not really. That's not what. When you read the Book of Enoch and the Book of Eli, it doesn't correlate with the scriptures.
Yeah, but
So
he
it's
was his son,
perversion.
though, was he not? He was a descendant from Moses, though.
Yeah, but you have to read it. It doesn't connect. It doesn't connect with the
Exactly, it's not canon and it's not backed up by Psalms.
Yeah, you have to study this first, and then you can understand that those books are false.
I've read many, yeah.
It don't connect.
Quran and I've read lots of books.
Right.
You know, I'm not uneducated into my own aspect.
Right.
And I really do. And every time you say, I think it was you who said it to me, you know, you touch me with the words. You know, the all tribes, the Celtic tribes come from there as well. And I trace back my
the
ancestry
Israelites,
and I see that.
Yep.
You know, we are Israelites.
Yep.
Yeah, and we did.
So the best thing you can do right now is just all these questions, just keep watching and hope that the Lord
That you
gives you
can
answers.
get into it. Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do.
actually-
If indeed you came to us last time and you believed, just
It's the
watch.
second time.
That's
second
that's what you can
Second
do.
place.
Just watch,
Second place. You know what I mean?
watch and pray, man. That the Lord gives you an answer, man. That's the best thing you can
Let
do.
me ask you something, though, yeah? What about the unforgivable?
Well, they're going to be destroyed. Those that
And
can't
what constitutes
those that can't receive the truth, they're going to be destroyed. Or they
What constitutes that?
because they rebelled. They rebelled against it.
What about the man who wants to forgive us?
Well,
Yeah, that's-
we're going to be forgiven by us repenting. If we repent, those that repent, they're going to receive forgiveness.
Well, how long you got to be on your knees?
Huh?
How long you got to be on your knees?
Until the Messiah comes.
Yeah?
So we have to be on the in a state of mediation.
Everywhere I go, there is contradiction.
Yeah, but that's just what it is, bro. You have to wait. You have to wait, man.
So this man, yeah?
I deal with it. What are you saying? What are you saying? No. What are you saying, bro? What are you saying?
I'm saying, yeah, you know, I've been on the righteous road, I've been
Right,
for a long time. That works.
right,
I've
right,
done bad things in my youth.
right. We've all done bad things,
Yeah,
right?
in my youth.
Right.
And I try to be, but every time I go forward to religious belief, I find fault.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
I've gone through everything.
Right.
From everything. For Christianity. Christianity contradicts the Old Testament.
You know why? I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna explain. Because the thing with
I don't
the
mean no disrespect.
It's alright.
no, let me. I'm gonna finish I'm gonna explain why. Right now, the Christians, they don't when you really scrutinize the Christians, they don't believe in the Bible. You know,
No, they don't.
they
believe
actually
their own
believe in
Bible.
tradition. It's a tradition thing that they believe in.
And you know what as well is, you know, I found so disbelieving, is how he fulfilled these prophecies, walking on the Psalms as he come through it. You know, anyone could have done that. All they had to do is know the old scripture. You know?
What you mean? What you mean?
Like, I don't know if you know the Christian Bible at all. Yeah, I don't know if you guys.
New international version.
Yeah, but like, he fulfilled prophecies that were handed down from the Old Testament. Right? Anybody who knew what was written could have fulfilled those prophecies. You know, it's like a spin, if you like. And if he really was the Son of God, you can't kill that motherfucker, man.
You cannot.
You cannot, bro. When you ain't here fasting, it's that lie that one.
Yeah.
I don't listen. Believe me, when I come here, I come fucking no disrespect, none like that.
You all right, man?
You know? And then I look to Islam and everything else, and the scriptures in there. Wow.
They got it all completely wrong, the Muslims. They got it completely
But
wrong.
there's passages in the Bible here that says that Muhammad married Aisha when she was 8 years old.
That's what they said. That's what they said in the Bible.
That's what he said in the Quran.
Oh,
In the Quran. Yeah? So what? That constitutes being free.
Right. That's what I'm.
So every path I take, and every religious awakening I want to feel, there's always this contradiction.
There's always something going wrong.
Maybe I am the man who asks too many questions.
But you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you this. You found the right place. Because this shoot right here, this don't contradict itself. It don't contradict. It don't.
You look at the book, Leviticus. Yeah, it's the laws that you must follow. Yep. They don't contradict or change. You know, this is a book of rules. Nothing like that. And I've changed one of that as time goes on. You know that.
Yeah, but now we have to start as the Bible talks about being born again. You gotta throw all that away and just start from scratch. Learn like a baby.
From scratch, though.
Huh?
Where do you start from scratch? Do you start from scratch and do you take everything as literal in those pages? Yes or no?
We do what the brother said. We watch the videos.
But no, do you take those words literal?
Well, I'll say this. There's some bits in the scriptures where it's figurative.
Where is it?
Well, you have to. That's why
You
you have
guys
to
have a
listen.
pastor or what? You have an elder or a
We have elders. We have elders. But what you gotta do is just watch the shows and gain the understanding from there. That's how I was able to learn this.
For instance, you know,
I tell you what, brother. Get the
Book of Genesis.
Get the scriptures where it says you know the scripture where it says pluck that eye out of it offending.
Yes.
Take the beam out of your eyes.
Yes.
Get Matthew 7.
Is it Matthew 7, is it?
Let me see something real quick.
Let me read the scripture for you.
Okay, no problem.
Alright, this is Romans 10 and 1.
Yes.
Apostle Paul, right? And it's interesting you're here, because yesterday I was finishing a video, I'm going to do it tomorrow, on Oliver Cromwell. You know Cromwell?
I know Cromwell, Charles I dictator and everything else.
Charles I.
I'm a man who spent a long time reading.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Like, you know Tyson Fury?
Yes, I know Tyson.
He's one of us, man.
Of course he is. He's one of the tribes.
And Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, Billy Joe Saunders.
Yes.
You know? But this is
Our
Romans.
lineage goes back, and we are from Israel, and we'll be explained that. That's true.
That's it.
I believe that.
10 and 1.
Which is why I have dark skin, brown eyes, and walking with the earth.
That's
the gingers one.
spiritually, brother. Spiritually, yeah.
Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. It's Apostle Paul, right?
Yeah.
For I bear them record, they have a zeal of God.
Right.
Like you got a zeal, you want to know, but not according to knowledge.
Not according to knowledge. And the thing about you is what you made a key point about how you went into these different religions. And you found out that all of them kind of contradict themselves. The reason why they do, because when you check it out, a lot of these religions are set up to mislead the people or keep the people at bay under their conditioning. All right, it's not really got nothing to do with the Bible per se. When you really break it down, it's really about them making money. It's really about money. But see, what we do, we don't do this for money.
Yeah, like Jehovah's Witness.
When you take the guys, like, the tribes of Israel when they were released from Egypt.
Yeah.
They were released from Egypt, went about the lands, and Moses led them and everything else.
Yeah.
What was your theories on the fact that they are nothing but conquering people who took?
See, first thing you have to do right now is when you come and ask questions, you let us deal with questions one by one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You throw out a million questions at us at once before we can answer them.
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions. I'm very sorry.
So
That's alright. It's alright.
I know. I don't mean no disrespect. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, it's
I'll
alright.
give you one answer here. You said that earlier on that a guy that can do all these miracles, how can he be killed? Okay,
Yes.
but there's a point to why he had to die. Okay, but
What,
I'll read
Jesus himself, yeah?
But I'll read this precept. St. John 19 and 10. It says, then said Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and I have power to release thee? So Pilate said to the Lord, said, I can let you
up. And he said,
before he was crucified.
yeah, before he was crucified.
He said, I have power to crucify you, and I have power to let you go. And this is why he answered him. He said, Jesus answered, thou couldst not have power at all against me. So he said, you're right. Yet if he wanted, he would not have died.
Yeah.
Right? And he says, except.
this is what I'm talking about, yeah? You're speaking about scriptures from the New Testament right here, yeah? And this is what I believe, yeah? This is what I believe. You've got many years of Jesus, right? Jesus disappeared from birth to the age of 30, right? You look at Christianic beliefs, how they are taught, right? They are very similar to ancient Egyptian beliefs, which was the original repressor in the first place. And it is very likely that Jesus was schooled there and went there. This is where I find things, this is what I'm saying. It's like I've got so many questions, I'm not saying I'm not.
Yeah, that's the modern day. What's that guy's name? The guy with the flower pot?
No, bro, not him, man. This goes back further.
That's the modern day belief of what Jesus is.
You've got to look at this. You've got to look at Horus. Horus, yeah? Horus was descendant from Ra.
He that believes on me according to the scriptures.
And but they gave Ra as his own son to forgive himself. And they tore him apart and sacrificed him to the sins of the people.
He that believeth on me as the scriptures say.
Christianity is like ancient beliefs. They're like ancient beliefs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're
so
saying.
if that comes from an ancient belief, which was our original, apparently, repressors, how the fuck can we believe? Oh, sorry. How can we believe in now?
Well, what I'll say is this.
How?
Wait, what I'll say is this, right? God, first of all, like I said in the scripture, you got a zeal of God. But the first thing to do is watch the videos, man.
I've watched some videos here. I've got this thing. I'm going to watch the videos.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you watch it, yeah, but listen, if let's say you watch it and then you're feeling it or you got questions, then you come back to us and ask questions.
One at a time.
One at a time.
One at a time.
That makes sense?
Well, listen.
That makes sense.
No disrespect. I mean this.
No, it's
when
fine.
I spoke to my man in Waterloo before, I've been watching you one time.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah,
and I do see ancestry and I do see truth in what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, people are ignorant to how close, where origins are. You know, and this is what when I spoke to him before.
Scripture say, let all things be done in decently and in order. So you ask one question, we deal, because you can ask one question and we have loads of questions to bring on that question. So we do everything in order.
Different levels.
We have different, so you ask one question and you give us the time to deal with it.
Yeah.
But the best thing you can do right now is, because that's what happens is when you're, because, Romans 8 and Romans 11 and 7, it says Israel is seeking, man. So we're always, as a people, we're always looking for answers. We're always searching, man.
We're always searching. But when the Lord blinded Saul, and he said, Saul, why are you persecuting me? All Saul could give a fuck about was being blind at that minute. And he only had one question, why? For us, we ain't blind. So we've got many questions.
We are blind in the spiritual.
No, for us, we aren't blind yet. We haven't got one focus. So don't take my many questions as disrespect.
No, it's not disrespect.
Alright, that's what I'm saying.
No, we respect what you're saying. But you know about this truth.
Just keep watching.
You're definitely one of us. So what? I'll just read the scriptures.
I'm not one of anything now.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, that's what I'm saying.
John 15 and 22.
New Testament.
Yeah, New Testament. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin.
So he prophesies.
But now there's no cloak for their sin. When it says cloak, meaning excuse.
No excuse.
Yeah, you're Irish descent, right?
Yeah.
You're an Israelite. So now you know you have to do.
For a while.
Because if you know, if you know you're an Israelite and do nothing with it, you're going to get destroyed with rustlers.
What if, why isn't John? Why isn't John the one before?
One question at a time.
Yeah.
Do what we said. Go home, watch the videos.
Just keep watching. That's all you can do.
But none of my questions, are derogatory in any way.
No.
I want to ask this question about what he said, because he said, so which part of the Bible is not figurative?
Yes.
Get Matthew 5 and 29.
Good. This is why I have a problem following. I don't know what's fable, what's true, what's listen, or what.
But that's why you gotta just learn and listen. You have to just listen.
Once you, the more,
right, but the more you watch us, the more you'll understand what we're saying.
I haven't watched any of you. I just spoke
That's
to you.
Ecclesiastes, isn't it?
I'm gonna wait a bit and I'll see you again after all my.
That's all right. But what you should do, you know that I'm here now. Stop coming out every single week.
Yeah, I'm all in.
You don't understand? Yeah, let's get that. What? Matthew 5 and 29.
Well, I like the French.
Oh, that's all right.
Are you guys?
I like the fact that
No, it's not. It's your lineage. Your lineage. If your line goes under these people, which I can clearly see that in your spirit, then you're one of us.
Well, like you were kind of ignorant to believe what he's taught today, you know. But look,
But brother, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna deal with this first. And I have to deal with this. We're going.
It's in Matthew 5 and 29, and it says,
Quite interesting.
and if the right eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Yes, so it's that literal. So if your right eye offended, you're gonna go get a fork and take your eyes out. What are you talking about? That's figurative. What it's saying is going. It's gonna tell you what it's saying.
And it says, and pluck it out and cast it from thee.
Yeah.
If it's profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish,
Right.
and
One
not
of
that
thy
thy
members shall perish. So it's talking about members. That's within the gospel. So if one of them offend you, then you cast them out of the camp. That's what it's talking about. Because you got some people that are actually think that, especially talking about plucking the eye out, and they've done it too. Some people are literally taking their eye out because they've read that scripture. So that's figurative. That's not literal.
okay. Well, what I'm talking about is like John.
Yeah. What about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's those afflictions, bro.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Stay toilet, yeah?
Those in the
Yeah,
The
sure.
Bible of
Come.
the Dead Sea, bro.
Yeah.
Stay toilet.
All of this.
Ethiopia,
It's all real. It's all real. But she, what it is, the reason why you don't believe it because you don't have the faith to believe it. It takes faith.
Yeah.
Everything is so doctored. You look at like you read the New Testament. Constantine wrote the New Testament.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, but it tells you.
the New Testament. I got this piece about it's Psalm 78 and 2. It
Yeah,
says,
you No, you don't have to be so close, brother.
He says-
So close. Yeah.
it says,
That's all right. That's all right. Go on.
Psalm 78 and 2 says, I will open my mouth in parable. I will utter dark sayings of
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. Right. I will utter parables, meaning it's things that you don't really understand. It was only for the few to understand. So it's not always literal because the Bible is made out of parables, and sometimes it's literal.
Yeah.
You know, but like I told you, what you could do is watch this more often so you can gain an understanding where we're coming from. Because you just seen us like, you know,
Yeah,
like one time.
I know one time, and I thought a lineage, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe I'll go check some other things this time, right? I've tried. There's so many contradictions.
There's no contradiction. Because what it is, you don't understand it. Once you understand it, that's cool to admit that. That's all right. But if you understand it in totality, like we do, then you would see that there's not a contradiction. And I'm not saying that because this is what I believe in. I'm just stating that because it's a fact. You understand? That's what it is. You have to understand it. When it says with all I getting, hold on. It says with all I getting, get understanding. So once you gain the understanding of this, then you can see that it's nothing wrong.
So, because King James, the Old Testament,
The King James. Well, the King James is close to the Hebrews.
The King James is like the closest translation to the proper Hebrew. That's why we use the King James. The King James is not completely perfect, and this is why when we read certain words, we go into the actual
book.
we go into the actual Hebrew words and get the actual meat of what the actual word means. Because some words in the Hebrew they use this like the word
They translate different.
like the word world.
From Aramaic, yes.
Like the word world. The word is used for different words.
It's like Messiah means king.
Yeah.
Well, it means anointed one. It means anointed.
Yeah, but it translates different from what we believe.
So that's why it's
Yeah, that's
all about,
correct. I know that's right.
it's all about studying. You need to let me read this. Yeah. This is Acts 8 and I'll start from this is Acts 8 and 30, and it says, and Philip went thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? Then he said, How can I, except some man should guide me?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And he said, and he desired that Philip that he would come up and sit with him.
Right.
So
So you have to be taught. You have to be taught the scriptures. We
Yes.
was taught because back in the day when I didn't know the scriptures, I didn't understand what I was reading either, to a certain degree. I mean, I knew a couple of things there and there, but I didn't understand it. But you need to be taught. Those are the verses in the scriptures. You have to teach. You come to us to teach.
The Lord tells you who your true teachers are. Because as far as the word concerned, they don't know that we got the truth. So it's the spirit that guides you. Matter of fact, we had read that earlier on.
See, you know, I try
Because
hard,
it's
man.
all
I
about-
need to come to the card and everything. I fucking work, I really do. And I full of them, you know.
But yeah, what it is that you have your teachers.
This is Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah
right here.
Isaiah 30 and 20 says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, and yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Where you gonna find your teachers at? On the street. Go on.
And it says, thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
I shall see thy teachers. That's why he was able to see us in Waterloo Station. If we didn't go out on the street, you would have known who we were. That's why it tells us in Luke in 14 in the New Testament, go ye out to the highways and the hedges to compel them in. Go on.
And it says, and thine ears shall hear a voice, shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. And when you turn to the right hand, and when you turn to the left.
Exactly. That's it.
So the Lord guides you, man.
So you already have teachers, but you just don't. But it's not being declared right about now. Right now, it's in the process of being declared. But I think you should already know by now.
Yeah, because you're not gonna know that. Because you keep asking about how do I know this is true. You like in reality, you're not gonna know unless the Lord puts the spirit on you for you to say those guys. Listen to those guys.
Let me tell you something, yeah? Alright? Now the young man. I hope you're filming for this too. 25831 South of Morris, yeah? I was a young man, I joined the army. Okay. And I was 20 years old. I didn't want the place to stay in right? And they were like chaplains in the army. Yeah? They were chaplains in the army and they tell you fight for the country, fight for this, fight for that.
Yeah.
And then they flamed you to the Twin Towers and they said there's still alarm. I love it.
You was a part of it. Yeah, but you know what though, it's not about us.
Scriptures I found.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Catholicism. I'm talking about Baptist churches. How a book can be written by people. Two scriptures push you. That's the path I want to take. Every time I try to find a path, I end up with Islam.
Yeah, because see the thing about us.
I ain't never going to change as a man. Until I get doing questions or answers. Just find something.
You see, I kind of know where you're coming from. Where you're coming from is you're trying to find out if this is the truth, because you know, being that you went through your own journey in these different religions, you found out that a lot of them are full of shit. So you want to make sure that what we're saying is truth. But it's up to you. It's between you and the Lord to accept what we're saying is true.
No, every time I open the Bible, yeah, this is no word of a lie. Every time I open the Bible, I open up the Old Testament. I'm one that big Bible.
Right.
Every time. And every time the scriptures come there. And I find the teachings to turn the other cheek in the New Testament. I don't really believe it. I'm sorry if I offend anybody here.
Well, that's talking
I don't
about...
believe that Jesus was the Son of God. Alright?
Well, that's because that's all right, because you haven't grown in the understanding yet.
No, I don't mean no disrespect by that.
No, that's no disrespect. What you're saying is you're saying the things that you don't know. So that's for us to now teach you these things.
I don't know.
That's all right.
I don't know.
That's all right, but that's our job to show you.
But how can a man disappear for that length of time, reappear, and be the Son of God and be crucified? The Son of God is omnipotent, right?
Oh, you're saying that you don't believe that he is the God. That's what you're saying.
No. I don't believe that Jesus. I believe there is a the God, and I believe that Jesus Christ existed.
Right.
No doubt about it. Yeah.
Right.
It's proven.
Right.
Yeah. And I do 100% believe, that he ain't got no blue eyes or flowing hair. Yeah.
Right.
That's a fact. Yeah. It was Middle Eastern
As a matter
to
of
North
fact,
Africa. In Genesis as well. The states where he was. I do believe that as well. Yeah. But what I don't believe is that Jesus Christ. and there is too many
Well, you gotta understand two things. Now, when the Lord was on the scene 2,000 years ago, He was in the flesh. He was a man just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So no, hear me out. So who was his father? His father was Joseph. Exactly. So that was his fleshly father. Now, what it meant that him being the son of God, meaning he was the begotten spirit. He was the first spirit created of God.
Now, one other question.
Okay.
I don't want to confuse things or talk too much. Who was the lineage from to David? Was it Mary or Joseph?
It was Joseph.
It's Joseph. So
It's
if
your-
he
I don't
was
cut
the
you.
Immaculate Conception,
Right.
then Jesus' bloodline
Right.
was it real then? These are the type of things I'm
So what
talking
does that
about.
tell you then?
I don't know, man.
That
He
tells you that-
isn't the Messiah. He
That means
isn't-
what
he
does that
isn't
tell you about the
the
Immaculate
Jews.
Conception though?
No, but this is what I mean. It's bullshit, right?
So it's not real, right?
Yeah, come on, man.
Joseph had sex with Mary, no?
Actually, you know what, brother?
What do you think?
The what?
I
Can
don't
you get
want to annoy
Romans 1?
anyone.
Romans 1
You know what I'm
and 3.
saying? Right?
Because he's right, the Immaculate Conception is bullshit.
It's
Because it's not in the Bible. It is.
So it's got to be Joseph. I know this is a Catholicism belief, yeah?
It is. It
Right?
is.
I know it is. But then the
Absolutely right.
lineage comes from the father.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he has to have been, if he was, descendant of David and Solomon.
You're absolutely
and the
right.
true king of
You're
Israel.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I don't know what
this
you
is
believe,
Romans.
what I'm
No, but
saying,
you ain't gotta say that because you said the right thing. What you said is right.
Yeah, but do you know how much other
He
shit
came.
that I hear is wrong?
He did come from the lineage of David and King Solomon.
Yeah,
You're
right,
absolutely right. on
okay,
that.
so there you go. So that, so we're in
This is what I
protection.
said to you
shit,
earlier on is
It's been covered.
your belief in the Bible and your belief in our
And
so-called
what is
Jesus
true
Christ
and what is not true.
is based. See, the Christianity belief is based on is not based according to scriptures.
No.
It's based upon mythology.
Yeah,
and
the one. Yeah, Romans 1,
Yeah,
1 and
all those
3.
things that were added together. The Immaculate Conception and the Virgin Birth. It's all mythology that they pretty much just use the Bible as in that's the man and this is the you know.
That's all it is.
That's a lot of the time when they're teaching, they don't go in the Bible.
So this is Romans chapter 1 verse 3.
Yeah.
Concerning his son, it says Jesus Christ, right? Our Lord, which was made of the seed of David.
Which was made of the
Right,
seed
yes.
of David. What does the word seed mean? The word seed means sperma, which means sperm. So it wasn't no Immaculate Conception. Joseph and Mary had sex and brought forth the son of man, Jesus Christ.
Right.
That's the deal. And he came out of the lineage of David, okay, which was the lineage of Jesse, okay, which Jesse was the father of David, I believe. All right, so he came through that lineage. He had a lineage. So that cuts the whole Immaculate Conception. That don't exist. That's Roman Catholic dogma, as you stated.
Does it not say in the Bible as well that the kings of man are chosen by God?
What's that?
The kings of man are chosen by God.
Well,
If you are a king, you're chosen to be a king.
Right, the Lord
Yeah,
says
it says that. It says that. I don't remember the word that I'm sorry. Yeah, but it says that within there. Yeah.
Yeah, let him read this. Let him read this. Go on.
This is Hebrews 2. And it says, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood,
Right.
he also himself likewise took part of the same,
Right.
that through death he might destroy him that had power of death,
Right.
that is the devil,
Right,
and
go on.
deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage.
Right.
And it says, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels,
Right.
but he took on him the seed of Abraham.
Right, the seed of
Abraham.
Abraham. Right, so it was in the flesh. Go on.
Wherefore in all things it behoved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High, and to make reconciliation for the sins of the people.
Right.
Okay? So
Abraham
he
the
came
father
just like his brothers, his disciples that came on, just like his brothers and his disciples, the men that came that he was teaching, the same way they came on the earth, that's the same way he came on the earth.
Yeah.
His mother and father had sex. They hold their lineages.
Yeah, and that's written there.
He had a whole record of lineage going back all the way to King David.
You understand what I mean by like a 5-piece contradiction?
Right, right. No, I know what you're saying. And in fact, the what? Give me Matthews 1 and 21. Matthews 1 and 1. Because when you read the book of Matthews, it tells you, actually gives you the specifics of his genealogy, Jesus Christ, as the world calls him.
Matthew 1 verse 1. The book of the generation of, it says, his real name is Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai, yeah.
Amashayah,
Yep.
the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob.
Exactly.
And Jacob begat Judas and his brethren.
Yeah.
And Judas begat Phares and Zerah and Thamar.
Right. So we get the point. So there's your genealogy, where he came from.
So there is no genealogy within Jesus. How does that work?
That's his
How does that work then? There must be.
Yeah, because the Roman Catholics are saying and the Christians are saying that there's no genealogy, but the
It
Bible
doesn't say
tells
that
you.
within the King James itself. Then,
No, we read the King James. We read
But
to you the
but
King
what
James.
about this is another fact, yeah? That Jesus himself never said, I am the Son of God. He only ever said, I am the Son of Man.
Well, he is the Son of God because he's the first spirit created. He's the first spirit. But in the physical sense, he did have a physical father. This physical father was Joseph.
Because he was created of the Most
Now,
High.
is he not God personified then?
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes, of course you can. Sorry.
He was created by the Most. He was the Word of the Most High.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
He came forth from the Most High.
Right.
He came from the Most High.
Yeah.
And then through the Word, everything else was created.
Okay.
That's why I said he was the only begotten. Because he came from the Most High. And from the Word came everything else. Now I'll read it. Hold on. This is John 1 verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, or God, and the Word was God. Now when you look at the word God, it means power, Alahayim. The Word was of God. So you understand? The same was in the beginning with the Most High. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. So all things were made by the Word. Alright? The Word came from the Most High, and then the Word created everything else. That's why it says in the beginning, let me give me Genesis chapter 1 verse 1.
like you said as well, I'm going to say as you said, is Jesus personified or is God personified? Yes, he is, because when you read the book of Daniel, it says that he has a split, what is it? What's the word, man? He's the spirit image of his father. Right, and it's like, right. That's the word I wanted to use. He has the spirit image of the creator.
The man was created in the likeness of God.
Right.
Right,
in the book of Daniel. Yeah, so he is, yeah.
Yeah, I've read that. What? See, even in the book of Genesis, we were talking about as well. We believe that Adam and Eve, yeah? We believe in Adam and Eve. That's what constitutes. And the lineage from Adam and Eve goes right through Moses.
Yeah, we all came out of Adam. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. But in the Bible, this is what I'm talking about, like contradictory texts. Alright, and I don't know what to make of it. Alright? If you guys can find this in your Bible, I'll be grateful. I think it's 127. Alright? I think.
Genesis 127.
Right, Genesis 127, I think. Alright? It says there, yeah, that God created man and woman at the same time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right.
And then later on, it goes on to talk about how he created a mate.
The rib.
Yeah. So what the fuck do you sorry?
No.
Believe there, you know? This is what I'm talking about, contradiction.
Well, this is why we're here. This is why we're here to teach.
So we're not doing it.
Here we got to see.
And everybody I've ever spoke to, yeah, all they look at me is like, word. No, Jesus, get out of it.
No, because they don't got the answer.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. And I end up insulting when I'm trying not to be insulted.
No, it's 127.
127.
No, but what it is the reason why they told you to get lost because they don't have the answers. We got the answers.
Yeah. So what's the answer to that then?
Let's read it.
Genesis 1 verse 21. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him.
Yeah.
Male and female created he them. Right. So it says so God created man, right? So now you think that's talking about God, the Most High. Now this is English. We're reading English.
Yeah, I know.
In the Old Testament, it's in Hebrew. Now when you see God, it's Alahayim. Alahayim. Which means powers. It means powers, meaning the angels, the angelic forces.
Right, okay.
The word and the angels they created.
The Yahweh is different, right?
Yeah, right. This is, it says,
his name is not Yahweh, but
for example, let me show you something.
Sorry, man,
It says, so God 27, right? So
So
God,
God created man in his own image.
right?
In the image of God created he him.
So in Hebrew it's Alahayim,
Allahayim.
which means basically the angels and
Right.
the word, they create man in his own image. The image of created male, created female, created he, them, right? So now it says, when you go to, for example, verse 7, and the Lord God,
Right.
there's a difference now. So let's talk about the Most High now.
So the Lord God is the boss.
Yeah, that's the boss.
Right.
The Lord God, meaning talk about the Most High himself. When it says, when you see God by himself, that's talking about the angelic forces.
His number twos, man, they were like lieutenants.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Like you guys to him, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
So what? So when he's talking about that, that's not. There's a difference when it's written
Yeah, yeah.
to who is doing what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's
Basically.
also as well in the book of
Basically.
Moses, because I love it.
Basically.
You know the time, I think that's something. It's a great book. Heroic after that. And, you know, but when you read the later parts of the book, it talks about Moses as a kind of person. Moses was, you know, who finished the book of Moses? I'm not saying that it's not known, I'm saying I don't know.
But you know what it is, like what you gotta understand, because back in those days, you had prophets, and they had both jobs. They were scribes, they wrote down what they did.
This is what happened.
They-
He said what
right,
happened.
right.
Did his boy finish it off with?
No,
After nothing. You know what I'm saying?
no, what it is they were scribes. Moses was
Yeah.
a scribe, but you have like 5 books. That's why it's just the 5 books of Moses.
Yeah.
So he wrote the law, such commandments that the Most High gave him, and wrote other things down that he done, or what Aaron did, or whoever did. Okay, that was surrounded.
structured then. It must be structured chronologically. Put it into effect. And this is and this is where I struggle with the New Testament. Yeah? Because those books are perverted, if you like, yeah, by Roman influence, yeah. Constantine chose what books were. Now I know you were saying there was others who went into it, yeah. But if you had this Christian flock sitting there, yeah, and you've got big old Constantine standing behind you with axe. Books are going in, the books are going in, right? Yeah. So how do you know what's right and what's wrong?
They're trying to say that Constantine the Great
You ought to fall back.
changed parts of the Bible.
Yes.
Right, your because what do you call it? When you only go to Acts, it speaks about Easter.
Right. Well, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
To go to Acts.
Let's get that.
Speaks about what, sorry? Easter.
Yeah, the word Easter is mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah, Easter, you trace back the pagan festival though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's Constantine brought that in.
Yeah, and it's the same thing why Jesus wouldn't have been born in December, he'd have been born in like mid-July. Right.
No, March, around February, March.
Sorry.
That's
He
what
definitely weren't born in
Easter,
December. though, right?
that's
But they moved that to coincide with existing festivals.
Because
Right,
when you really check it out, the whole December 24th, what you're really celebrating is not Jesus Christ.
That's
You're
really
celebrating,
Sol Invictus. That's basically the worshiping of the sun god.
right? But it's
And it's like the days
got
of the
something
week,
to
the
do
months of
with
the year. They're all the same thing, right?
it's got something to do with your worshiping Nimrod, right?
Yeah,
Nimrod.
yeah, yeah. Basically, Nimrod and Tammuz is something to do with that whole.
But that coincides, not like the days of the week, yeah? Saturday, Saturn, Sunday's the sun,
Sundays,
Monday's
yeah,
the moon,
exactly.
Tuesday's to Nisan,
Right.
Wednesday's Odin.
Exactly.
Yeah, same thing with the months of the year, right?
Yeah.
July is looking back and forward, it's the same festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't remember
It's all
February or
pagan, it's all
Augustus.
Yeah,
I don't
right,
know, March
August,
was Julius
August, yeah.
Caesar's.
It's all pagan.
Julius Caesar was July.
Right.
Yeah, so it's paganism influenced and bent over.
But you know
for
what
the
though,
rest
and
of the world to devour, yeah?
and it's not even just the Bible; it's the whole entire earth.
Exactly.
Yep.
So what the? So what the? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how can you believe this in an indoctrination which is brought onto man in modern times? What is truth and what is lie?
And can I
For how
say-
long, has everybody sat there? Yeah? Now you not out here worshiping, is it? Jesus was. I believe Jesus was Egyptian ancestry, North African, 100%. Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
I don't believe he was. Well, no, you look at. Harvey, where was the only place they could have hid him?
Well,
When
yeah,
was
yeah,
wanted,
yeah, yeah. He was
the
sitting
only
in
place
Egypt.
they
Yeah, he
could-
was.
They
He
had
was.
to
He
send
was.
him to Egypt.
Right.
Right? So his teachings, if you look at ancient Egyptian as well, the New Testament and Christianic beliefs, yeah, is ancient Egyptian beliefs. The Our Father is a real prayer. The Holy Trinity comes back to Egypt.
I got so Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Right. So he was a Jew.
Right?
He was on the tribe of Judah.
I know that about
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. So he came out of the tribe of Judah. Okay, he was a Jew, Judah.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was a
So color with the Jews, brother.
and the Jews.
But see, we've all been lied to, and I see what you're saying. All around, we've all been lied to, even the days, everything. But the thing about it is the men of the Lord that are set up before you, we're set up to do away with the lies and to have you see exactly what's going on. That's why we're
How's the
here.
Irish on this board, though, man? How
Oh, 'cause
churches
you-
is there?
Yeah, because you could either be from Judah, Benjamin, or Levi.
Yeah, most of them are from Benjamin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of them, yeah.
Yeah, I see that when I look
So
back.
I said, remember I
We
said
had a
that.
direct lineage when I looked at it. I'm not going to see my fucking people on there.
So I said
No,
that.
you just fucking-
I said that the Lord, he came from the tribe of Judah. This is Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
And when you look up that word black, the word there is dark skin.
Yeah, it is, of course. But you look at even John, yeah, we're not sure who author John was. But in the book of John, yeah, the book of Revelations, he states, yeah, skin of copper bronze, hair of lamb's wool, does he not? Yeah, and that was an epiphany, if you like, I don't know how
A vision,
to describe
a vision,
it.
a vision.
A vision that he see, yeah? He didn't see no one skipping along, yeah? Fucking with his robe, like, what's happening, bro? Yeah, that wasn't happening. Yeah, that man wouldn't even have to seize power and do anything. Yeah? And there's another thing as well, you know, it's like you look at modern religion as well, and this is going back to the Muslims and everything else, right? You look at now, like, everyone hates the fucking hijab, man. You know, you can't wear that shit. You can't take that off. You show me one picture of Mary, she ain't wearing hijab. Yeah? Right? It's a distortion of our own beliefs. Yeah? We choose to believe this. And it's like an omnipotence for the white man, if you like, yeah? Right? We believe that he has to be more creative than us. But ancestry and civilization, because we're born out here, we're a result of that ancestry. Right? And it was smothered by technological control. And that's what I've got a problem with. And this is what I truly believe. That technological control is tending to spread far and wide. And if repressed, that will be holding on.
The Bible is the truth. The Bible is the truth.
But it's right, the Bible's the truth, yeah? How come the scriptures of Mary and Magdalene comes directly after the Whore of Babylon?
No, but check this out.
Oh, that. See, all of that.
I ain't
that
buying
virgin-
into Dan Brown's theory before you fucking
It's
start.
not-
No, but what? Can I say one thing to him? Because see, what it is right. See, what he's saying.
women there.
The Bible is true, but you have wrong people that can misunderstand the Bible.
That's what I'm saying.
That make you misunderstand
That's
it,
what
but
I'm
it's true.
saying. So it's twisted. It's
No,
twisted
can
belief.
I say something quickly?
No, it hasn't. The sayings of it hasn't been twisted. It's just that the wrong people got a hand of it and teach it wrongly.
There you go.
Yeah.
They whitewashed the Bible.
When did that wrongness start?
You know,
Because you got false prophets.
yeah, but you know, he talked about Slaki. You know, he talked about Constantine, yeah.
Yeah.
Council of Nicaea. That council was just what doctrine should we teach the people. They never changed the Bible.
Oh, but they changed
All
the
they
books,
did-
though. They did, though.
They did not change anything.
But they didn't make
They
half the
didn't.
book
They didn't.
of Ezekiel.
They didn't.
And a couple of the apparent prophets.
They didn't, because in Europe at the time.
I'm no scholar, bro.
Okay, in Europe at the time, you had pagans,
Yeah.
and a lot of them were our people as well, and you had people that believed in the Messiah. So to make everyone happy, he said, all right, you're going to worship on the Sunday.
Right.
So it was just teaching what doctrine. That's it.
That's all it was.
That's where the doctrine of heaven and hell, purgatory.
Is that
What days you guys
dogma?
worship?
Is that dogma? Is that
dogma,
the
yeah,
council
yeah.
and say, listen, this is what is. This is the doctrine. We're gonna make everybody believe it.
What day do you guys go to your church? Wherever your church is?
This is the church right here.
Well, this
What is right here? Do you believe wherever you the few gather in the many, this is my yeah?
Yeah,
Do you believe
This
in
is the
that?
church.
So there ain't no given day.
No.
There ain't no given day. You don't have a Sunday where you go and gather up.
No.
No.
And I'm going to explain something to you as well.
That's
Like
good
he
though,
said
man.
that this was the
I was going to
church.
say, what about the Sabbath? Yeah.
No, we keep the Sabbath, but check this out. It's like he said that this is the church. Now the word church comes from the word ecclesia, which means to call out.
Right.
So where are you going to be to call out who? You're going to be on the street again. Everything ties back to the street.
And I want to say something about this whole Mary thing. They say the immaculate conception. Now, when you look at the word immaculate, the word immaculate means clean. Right?
Clean,
And let me read something. This is Luke chapter 2, verse 21.
I'm gonna come here when some.
And listen to this, man.
Luke chapter 2 verse 21. And when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcision of the child, his name was called Jesus, right? Which was so named of the angel before he had conceived in the womb.
Right, because he was conceived, meaning she took in seed.
Right.
She took in sperm.
Yeah. Right. And when the days of her purification,
the days of her purification, meaning purifying, because she was unclean. So how could it be immaculate? How could she have been clean? Because they say, listen.
How's the 500 years of Catholicism believing in that shit?
Because they say she was, because they say she was immaculate. But they say she was immaculate because they said that God impregnated her. So she was clean. It was a holy pregnancy.
Well, if you believe in the Immaculate Conception, do you say that's unclean? The whole human race is filthy.
Right.
Everything. Procreation, which I believe is the root meaning of life, is wrong.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's saying, yeah.
But basically what I'm trying to say is she had to go through purifying because she was unclean.
yeah, you got to do it.
Right.
So the Immaculate Conception was all bullshit.
Yeah, she was dirty before,
the Bible was telling you that she was unclean.
Yeah.
Because why? Okay. Because she got impregnated by a man. A man had sex with her. She took in his seed, and now, according to the law, read on.
Okay. And when the days of her purification, according to the law of Moses, were accomplished, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord.
Right.
Any more?
Read on.
All right. 23. As it was written in the law of the Lord, every male that openeth the womb shall be called holy to the Lord.
Exactly. So it's just like any other pregnancy. If any male that openeth the womb is what?
Right. Shall be called holy to the Lord.
So according to the law, any male. So this pregnancy was just like any other pregnancy.
Yeah.
So it was judged by the law. There wasn't a special law for her because she had an immaculate pregnancy. So she goes through a special process. Yeah. She went through the same process just like any other woman that conceived seed. Yeah. She was unclean, so she had to present the child, okay, to the priest, okay, on the 8th day circumcised, just like any other child. Yep. Yeah. It wasn't some special pregnancy, you know, immaculate and clean and hard and you know, that's rubbish. That was a doctrine. That's a man-made doctrine, a paganistic doctrine.
And that was Council of Nicaea. They ratified that at the Council of Nicaea to teach that to the people.
Right. Yeah. So listen, ultimately I think what everything comes down to, no one ever can answer this question. Alright? And this ain't no disrespect. So no chasing me down the road once I ask this question. Alright? How do we know ain't all bullshit? We ain't just a fucking cosmological mistake. Really? All this, I'm asking, I'm not telling you. Alright? I'm not an atheist. I'm not saying that. I'm asking the question. How do we know that all of us, me included, ain't spent the best part of our life believing in bullshit? Tell me why.
Faith.
Listen, you know why?
Faith is not.
You know why?
Faith, I can believe in fucking aliens.
You know why? Hey, let me tell you something.
What I'm saying is,
you know
why?
You know what? Because look everything around you. Yeah. This is how you know. They didn't just plot here. There must have been a mastermind behind all of this.
I'm going to leave you with this, yeah? Right. In the words of Copernicus. Right? Copernicus was an astronomer. Astronomer, yeah. So he was off to a priest. And one guy asked him, yeah, how can we live? Yeah, how can we not just a mistake? And he said, like,
it could have been a mistake.
He said everything has been proven to be back in the Big Bang, right? So we go back to the primordial atom. Everything in the one infinite point of denseness. That one point that exploded into everything. That isn't the touch of the spine spark. What is?
That's another one of Satan's devices.
That's it right there.
Spine spark right there. That's it. Yeah. And that's what I truly believe. And then everything else I'm looking for is why.
Well, you know what?
Videos, man. I can't
listen, there must be a mastermind behind the all. There's no way. Look at everything.
Touch, man.
And you know what? And even
I will allow that.
And even when you check out your DNA, the way your DNA has been created, it's highly complicated to understand even your DNA.
And where did that explosion come from?
Exactly.
Where did it come from?
But nothing else can explain it but divine spark, the one touch of God.
Where did that exactly?
Exactly.
Why?
The one point, infinite denseness.
So God must have communicated with man and gave man his word. Gave man laws, right?
I think he just went, let it be, brother. That was it. It fucking happened because he wanted it to. And we can't understand his thinking and everything else. But I do believe the world is twisted. And all these religions and everything else. And I believe there's one true faith.